Brewers hosting the Cubs, and the Cubs are minus 115 on the money line. The Brewers are minus 105. The over-under, 8.5 runs. The Cubs, laying a run and a half on the run line, are plus 150, meaning if you bet them that way, they have to win by 2. While the Brewers, getting a run and a half on the run line, are minus 178, meaning if you bet them that way and they win this game outright, you win. They lose by 1, you win. Stroman pitched once against the Brewers this year. 6 shutout innings. The Cubs won that game 4-2 in Chicago. He struck out 8 in that game. The Cubs have lost his last 2 appearances. They are 7-3 in his last 10 appearances as a team. He's averaging 6 innings pitched and 4.8 strikeouts per game in those games in his last 10 appearances. Peralta didn't pitch against the Cubs this year. He pitched against them 3 times last year. 4 innings, 3 runs, 3 earned. They won 5-4 in Chicago. He struck out 6. 6 innings, 2 runs, 2 earned. They lost that game 6-5 and 11. In Chicago, he struck out 5. 6 shutout innings. They lost that game 4-3 in 10. He struck out 5. The Brewers have lost his last 2 starts. They are 4-6 as a team in his last 10 appearances. He's averaging 5 innings pitched and 5.6 strikeouts per game in those games, so essentially a batter an inning. Head-to-head, the road team is 6-4. The Brewers are 6-4. The favorite is 5-5 on the money line, while the underdog, getting a run and a half on the run line, is 6-4. There have been 3 one-run games in their last 10 meetings, including the last 2 games that they played against each other. The under is 5-4-1, and the under 8.5 runs specifically is 5-4-1 in their last 10 games. The game they played today, the Cubs won 4-3. The game they played yesterday, the Cubs won 7-6. The game before that, the Brewers won 8-6. The game before that, the Brewers won 9-5. The game before that, the Brewers won 3-1. And the game before that, the Cubs won 4-0. So they're 3-3 against each other so far this year. The Cubs are 3-7 in their last 10. They've won their last 2 games. They are 2-2 in their last 4 games. The over is 5-4-1 in their last 10 games. There's been a total of 14 runs, 13 runs, and 7 runs in the Cubs' last 4 games. They scored 6 runs in a loss, 6 runs in a loss, 7 runs in a win, and then 4 runs in a win. For the Brewers, they've lost their last 2 games. They are 2-2 in their last 4, 6-4 in their last 10, and the over is 5-4-1 in their last 10 games. There was a total of 9 runs, 14 runs, 13 runs, and 7 runs in their last 4 games. 6 runs in a win, 8 runs in a win, 6 runs in a loss, 3 runs in a loss. I know it's incredibly difficult for a team to win 3 games on the road. I just like the pitching matchup here a little bit better for the Cubs. They have been having 1-run games. I don't know if this is going to be one of them. I don't think so. I'm going to take the Cubs with the money line, the Cubs laying the runs, and I'm going to go under. These are just my picks. If you disagree, please go with your gut, and please bet responsibly.